Hey, how's it going, everybody? Trying to get you balanced there. Hoping you don't fall off. Anyway, Dave in Kentucky here and ready for that slurp of coffee. Just getting up this morning. It is Wednesday morning. Anyway, shave today. We are using, already loaded the brush with some soap. It's my Knothead brushwork, the Kentuckian. And we are using Sir Henry's Kentucky Rain. Awesome scent, rose, bourbon, and leather, and just a great soap. I forget what, 7 or 7.5 ounce puck. It's a lot of soap. This thing was filled to the brim, and you can see it still is. I've probably got 14 shaves on this thing. I think it's regenerating on its own. I'm not sure, but quite possibly could. We're going to top things off with the small batch shave tonic winter reserve. And the star of the show, I'm sure you saw the thumbnail, is the Atelier Durdan Vestige razor, which takes a single edge gem blade. I have a new one here to put in. This is a pass around that's taking place over on DFS, and other than the person running it, Cornbread, I think I'm the first one using it, and I've Googled on YouTube. I've not seen any others. I know there's another pass around taking place in across the pond. So anyway, there may be other videos out there, but I've not seen one yet. Anyway, it is the Vestige razor. It comes, the set we have has 3 plates. It has the just the plain one, then a plus, and a plus plus. So I'm starting with the first one. Anyway, ours is in titanium. Don't know what the other pass around is. Beautiful, nice polish on it. I'm not sure if this is the basic polish or the premium polish. I do see some striations diagonally. I don't know if the camera will pick it up from the lapping or whatever, perhaps. I don't know. And it may not, but you have to look closely to see that. Anyway, let's go ahead and put it together. The one interesting thing is the handle is designed to nest very beautifully in there on the stand. Let's get this blade in, get our face wet, and start lathering. Then we can talk more about it. And I've not even tried to put a blade in yet, so we'll see how this goes. Here's the top cap. This is designed where the blade actually sticks out the back of the razor. So imagine it goes, oh, okay. So you see the 2 nubs there. Take the blade. Yeah, I know you can't see with my big fingers there. You see how it goes on very easily. How it goes together very easily. And it has one of those studs that's threaded, and it's kind of flattened, kind of like a Blackland Vector. Tolerances feel nice and tight. There's the look of it. I wasn't too crazy about that being so exposed on a high-end razor like this, but you know, as sleek as it is, I understand how big it would have been if you had done like the WR3 would be massive. Keep in mind, I've had gorgeous shaves from this, very smooth, the WR3, and very maneuverable, but we'll see how we go with this one here, the Vestige. All right, so let's wet the face. And this one's for Moriarty. I can't drink it when I start lathering, so I don't want to slurp soap. The scent strength on this soap is just amazing. It's a really, really nice blend. I'm not a big rose guy scent, straight up, but the idea of it in this is very good. You got the leather for the saddles of the horses, the rose for the Run of the Roses race, and then of course the bourbon Kentucky's known for. So a well thought out and a well constructed scent. Alrighty, here we go. Now again, this is the standard plate. Has their insignia on the bottom, and then Vestige 316T for the titanium. I don't know if it's getting picked up, if it will. But good feel. I can, my hand catching on that there. Let's see. I've been told this one's pretty mild. And it feels mild, but I'm fine with that. Brand new gem blade. First use, basically getting stropped on my skin, so I don't mind a mild plate to start with. And of course, anything stated in today's shave is just initial impressions. Easy to find the angle. I don't know if you're picking up the audio on it, but man, slick soap. Can definitely hear it. I did have a rough shave recently after heat and bumps on my face from working outside. And so some spots healing, and they may pop up. No reflection on the razor for those. Yeah, very mild, but it sounds like it's cutting. I'm anxious to see the efficiency. Yeah. While it was comfortable, it is not going to get me where I want, so I'm going to take this apart right now. And let me grab the plus plate here. Let's put it on the right way, Dave. There you go. That is the plus, right? Yeah, that's the plus plus. It has little plus symbols on it. Oh, don't need to do that. Cross the grain. Cross the grain. So a bump up in efficiency, I can feel it, but I don't really feel a lot more blade feel. Still very smooth. Kind of a different, let me get my thoughts here. Get this rinsed. It's a different feel shaving with it versus the WR3. The WR3 wasn't uncomfortable to use, but it is bigger. So obviously it's like using this thing, it's like a little more maneuverable. Similar to the idea of the Vector and how small of a head it is, how narrow. Of course, it's longer because it takes an AC blade. But one thing I will say about initial impressions on the Vestige are it like the WR3 Wolfman. It really does tame the gem blade more than any other razors I've used. Now you've seen me use more other moderns. I don't know if I have a video up still with the Saber from Blackland, but see me with enough vintage and I have no problem using the gem blades. Some find them harsh and don't care for the rigidness of them. Sorry, just enjoying the soap. If you don't have the Sir Henry's Kentucky Rain, you need to try it. Okay, against the grain. Does not feel like I'm going to lose the handle. It's going to fall out of my hands. It is very attractive, but it does, to me, need something more, some knurling. Although it's very sleek and attractive looking, as far as functionality, it does, I think, need something more grippy down here. But that's just me. Little nitpicking. As far as the back of the razor blade sticking out of the razor, it's not as bothersome to me when I see it in person. I guess it made me think of the 3D printed razors that are out there, Triceratops or whatever, but it's not as gangly as that. I do understand why they didn't want to have to build metal around that to encase it. But I do notice whenever someone takes their Shave of the Day pictures, they don't have the blade in it. So they don't like the look either. They want to show the sleekness of it without it. But anyway, not a big deal, and not as bad in person as I thought it would be when I saw it in pictures. I'll tell you, that's a good test for a razor for me, is around my mouth, especially my upper lip area. Very tough against the grain. And the blade is clamped extremely tight on this. Very easy to go through there with a sharp blade. And that felt good. Surprising close shave. Shouldn't be surprising. I bumped it up to the plus plate. Anxious to see the plus plus. I'm going to do some more shaves obviously this week with I'm going to compare the plus plus plate. I may settle on that, or I may be able to just live with this one, although I'd like to get the efficiency up just a little bit. I can feel it on my jawline there, and I shouldn't push it. But why not? Why is it just that right jawline? I don't know. Alright, so there you have it. Let's get a little witch hazel on here. See where we're at time-wise. 20 minutes. Hey, it's a razor review. I don't know if you made it this long or not, but anyway. Small batch shave tonic. Getting low. No, didn't look like it because I splashed it, but it's out there. It's okay, we got it back up. I like pairing this with the Kentucky rain. Alright, there you have it. So there's my initial thoughts on it. I don't mind the fact that this sticks out as bad in person. It's light. I think it needs a little more knurling here, but I think what I'm going to do is I usually do one video a week, if that. But before I send this off by the end of the week, I'll probably do a second video. But then I'll probably be on the plus plus plate, so we'll give some impressions on that, and maybe even use the WR3 with it. I don't like those side-by-side videos. What do you guys think? Should I do that? That's a possibility. Anyway, that's the shave for today. Great first shave with it. I'll get this posted up over on DFS, so be kind, be safe out there, and we'll see you on the pages.